Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
Well, hi, guys. I missed you.
You know what? Just hi.
You know what? I missed you. It's been a few days, but we're back. Let's go.
We are back. Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
Back in the Duggan garage, ready for more. Give me a high five.
What a good time to be alive, yes. The Duggan bros are still in California. Wolldog's freezing his ass off in Missouri, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I think I should just start the episode off with my beef with Adam right now.
Yeah.
Just to clear the air.
Oh, shit.
All four of my nephews, Kevin's kids, are now in San Diego.
I'm just sitting here minding my own business, buddy.
Shut up. You shut your mouth, Adam.
I didn't do it.
Shut your mouth. You have done something. You've been a lifetime of pain in my ass, is what you've been. First, you were the best man at my only brother's wedding. And now all of my nephews can't call me anything but Uncle Adam. And then I have to constantly tell them I'm not Uncle Adam.
Is that my phone ringing?
I have to tell them I'm Uncle Kyle. And then they go, "Where's Uncle Adam?" And I'm like, "He's in Missouri, all right? He's not close. He's in the snow. It's miserable." He's like, then they go, "I want Uncle Adam." I'm like, "I am so close to making you sleep in a tent outside, Callum, my 3-year-old nephew. You better lock it up." I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that it's the beard, that they see my beard and they go, "Uncle Adam." I'm gonna give you that benefit of the doubt, but I think they just love you more than me, and it's beginning to hurt my heart.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
I can back all this up because it's happening.
It's not false. It's every single day. What do you have to say for yourself, Adam?
I'm not like whispering in their ear like,
you are.
I'm better than Uncle Kyle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm better, right?
Life according to Callum is you are.
Kevin, according to Kevin, too. You're his best man.
Hey. Keep bringing this up. Oh.
Sucks.
I'm sorry.
They love you.
I live in the shadow of Uncle Adam at all times.
Listen, if I could take it all back.
And then we go to the tailgates and everyone's like, "Oh, it's Kyle and Kevin. Where's Wolldog? Where is he?" I'm like, "F***ing Adam,
we're a package deal.
Wolldog Wooly."
Adam James.
I'm sorry.
I hope your parents are listening to this.
Well,
you're
probably
loved by so many people, and it's so annoying.
That's a very prepared diatribe. 3 minutes of the podcast. I love this. He had to get it off his chest.
I had to get it off at the start. All this to say, okay. Adam, you're awesome, and we all love you. I love you more than me too, so I get it, but it hurts to hear nonstop in my face.
I don't want you to hold that all in. I'm glad you got that out.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's in the clear.
See, here you go again. And
now we can
being
move
a good guy.
Being amazing again.
Shut up.
Yeah, dick.
Talk some shit or something.
Sorry.
You're relentless.
Happy Friday episode, guys.
Yeah, happy Friday. I guess it was a Merry
Friday
Christmas in California.
Yeah.
Did everybody get what they wanted?
The puke's done. That's all I wanted for Christmas.
Hey,
our kids
hallelujah.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle.
But the day after the puke stop, there was a murder on Kyle's property.
Yeah.
Murder.
So he has these beautiful dogs that are there to like patrol.
They're Tibetan Mastiffs. They're like guard dogs. They're big dogs. Yeah.
Sweet babies.
Unfortunately, 2 of my youngest children found these beautiful beasts.
Yeah, bunny rabbits.
Absolutely murdering a bunny rabbit.
Oh my God.
Murdering a bunny rabbit.
Oh no.
The problem is my dogs, when they find a bunny, and this bunny was old, I think it was on its tail end.
Makes it worse.
It wasn't
He needed
fast.
help.
It wasn't moving.
I did him a favor.
Yeah, it was just put him out of his misery quick. But my dog caught one, and for any animal, it's like a trophy. You like prance it around, like, look what I got. Look, Dad, I got a bunny. Show me some love. And so Poppy,
Give me some love.
Poppy, my dog, was just prancing around the yard with this bunny rabbit, like this sweet bunny rabbit,
Blood everywhere.
with in its mouth, just like, look what I got. And then Callum and Lachlan both were just devastated.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The dog killed the Easter bunny.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then literally 6 hours later, my Lachlan is like looking, just, we're not even talking about it. He's just like, the dog ate the bunny's face. Out of nowhere. He had like a nom flashback.
The dog ate the bunny.
So it's been a
He's got like his hand on the
busy
wall.
He's really just come to terms with the nightmare he lived through. And all
I don't know how we're going to move on from this, guys.
Dude, the second they got home from the beach, the two kids, Callum and Declan, just sprinted right back to where they lost all the bunny, and there was nothing left.
Hey, we're not living in a Pixar movie. This isn't Disney. That bunny is dead.
Yeah, he's in that dog's belly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, it was a learning lesson.
Listen, yeah.
Sorry, guy. I feel
the
bad.
circle of life. Oh, boy.
All right.
Well,
all right. This is a Charger podcast.
Let's kill some Patriots.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, listen, folks, we got a
Segue.
full episode lined up for you. Craig is back for the
Yes.
Craig experience. So let's waste no time. Start at the top and talk about all the good things that happen. Such grateful, nice things that quarterbacks do for their offensive linemen, like giving them gifts, great, big, expensive gifts like luggage. Expensive luggage.
What's the best gift that you could get? It's not always like a Toyota Tundra, like whatever. That's been done. That's played out.
That's old news.
A Segway, go-karts.
Hey, when I buy a car, I want to pick it out. Like I want to get what I want. It's a lot of money. Like I want to pick out the interior, pick out what the wheels look like, pick out the model. Well, you know what I hate buying?
Luggage.
I don't want to spend a cent on
No,
that.
yeah, you're looking for the cheapest luggage on the rack. You're just like, what, $50? Well, sure, let's do it.
Yeah. But when you can get a nice, beautiful piece of luggage, like what
It's
Justin
really
gave to his
beautiful.
lineman.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Justin. He's just very practical.
Very thoughtful, too.
Yeah, it's like this is something they're going to use every away game, which they have 3 in a row now.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, this is something you're going to use right now. I know you don't want to spend any money on it. This is like, what, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 luggage?
Yeah.
That's pretty serious business for a carry-on.
And then he bought them a flight for the offseason to go take their family on vacation.
No one said how much the flight was for, so that might be like $10,000.
Yeah, that could be
first-class
$20,000
tickets.
gift card
It could be
for
crazy.
You know what I bet
Delta
was in
and-
that luggage? Some
What?
Sasquatch bars of
Oh,
soap,
yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm
know
so
it was.
sick of this shit. You
Beef.
guys need it. Yeah, it was Delta and Snake River Farms.
That's right.
And Snake River Farms ain't cheap either. So I'm just shocked how many people are giving Justin such a hard time over
You know
gifts.
that
It's a thoughtful thing that he did.
You know Justin's a frugal guy. Everything about him
Sure.
screams frugal.
Yeah.
But
know
I
this
bet
guy-
there was probably a moment where Rashawn's like, God, I wish, like he's like trying to put the luggage in the overhead bin and he's like getting mad at it and he's God, I wish I had some better luggage. And
Yeah.
Justin's little ears
Justin
perked
heard
up.
it. Like, ooh, I know what to do.
I'll take care of you, buddy.
Take
I
care
got
of
you
my big
guys.
boys.
I got you.
Take care of the big boys. So yeah, the O-lineman, it's sick luggage. I wouldn't, are you kidding me? Anything that Justin Herbert gave me, I'd be like, thank you. It could be a $5 Starbucks gift card. I'd be like, this is the best gift ever.
Flaming bag of
I'm
dog
gonna order
poop. He
that
called it
coffee.
shit poop.
Never
How'd you
drink
know?
it. Yeah.
We're looking at some of the other linemen. It popped up that apparently Chargers rookie right tackle Joe Alt is the AFC Pro Bowl leader in votes at the tackle position.
Let's
The leader.
go.
That's
that was
awesome.
the right pick, boys. Long
Yeah.
term. That's
of the
the
spear.
tip of the spear.
Freaking stud.
Love that. Love that for
And
him.
he's got a baby face. He's still not even a grown up yet.
Yeah. God, he's still growing.
Our big boy.
Well, some news came out about J.K. Dobbins. He is now on track to return from IR next week against the Patriots, per sources. They activated his window. They haven't said whether or not he's going to play yet, but we'll get to the injury report, and there's probably a pretty good chance the guy going to play. But awesome news to hear about J.K. Dobbins. Also, for those keeping score at home, Ladd McConkey is 3 catches and 87 receiving yards away from passing Keenan Allen for the most in both categories by a Chargers rookie in franchise history.
Okay, this
So
is serious. one note on
Let's
the
get
J.K.
real.
Dobbins
Yeah.
coming back. If he comes back, I bet he's on a pitch count. He's not going to play the whole game. He's not going to be running 30 times. He'll be on a
Yeah, I
pitch
hope
count.
not.
But I think getting him just going for the playoffs is a good thing. Like, get him let him hit some people and start to see those lanes and get going a little bit, I think is a good thing. But so even if he is activated, I don't think he's not going to play the whole game.
Yeah, I don't see a workhorse.
They're going to warm him up.
role
Yeah, they're going
for
to warm him
yeah.
up. But Kamani Vidal has proven that he can run the rocket. Oh, shoot. I almost said something. I'm not going to say it.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to say
I don't
it.
even know what it is. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. He's done a great job. He hasn't had any big mistakes. He's two hands on the ball, running the rock
You
hard.
basically just said what
I
you
didn't
were
say
gonna
it, though. I
But
didn't
you
say
just
it.
said it.
But I didn't say it. And my other point on Lad McConkey, I want your guys' opinion. Do you feel like I feel like that Keenan Allen record, I have like a sentimental attachment to a little bit. Like my sweet Keenan Allen. Like,
And it's also a Phil record too.
He's getting erased from the history book a little bit. I mean, obviously, looking forward to the future, I'm pumped that it's Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of me that's like,
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
it's inevitable.
It is.
I
It is
hope
inevitable.
he gets it. I want.
Yeah.
want
He
to
will
keep
get it,
improving.
yeah.
And it'd be cool too. The dynamic might be a little weird when Keenan comes back to us next year, and they have to square off, in front of that really awesome pizza oven, and when they're ordering their pizzas, they're looking at each other like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Keenan goes through first. He's like, can I have pepperoni sausage? Lad McConkey goes, can I have double meat?
Can I have the sausage pepperoni?
Can I have the
Double
same thing,
meat?
but just
Yeah.
one more piece of sausage?
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Just one. That's all I need.
Yeah.
No, I think that's awesome. Obviously, like we looking to the future, having somebody that can fill the shoes of Keenan Allen, because that was the biggest thing. When Keenan Allen left, it was like, who's going to replace Keenan Allen? There's nobody that could do that. And in comes Lad McConkey, who's like, hold my beer.
Now we just
I'll
got to
take
find
care
our
of that
next
for you.
Vincent Jackson, Michael Floyd, deep ball guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Well, the next game, folks, for those of you that know, it's going to be Saturday morning game.
10 a.m.
Thank
Yeah.
the Lord.
Bright and
Saturday.
early.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be an early drinking day.
Dude, we got a babysitter.
We got a
We're going-
babysitter.
We got babysitter. We're going to the game.
All 8 kids.
Yeah, I love that.
And just a reminder, we're going to be at OG's in Car
Yes.
Mountain Ranch.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm bringing my iPad. Adam will be there on the iPad, but Kyle and I will be there in person. So if
I
you
already
wanna
heard
come-
from the Snappies. Senior and
the
Senora
Snappies
will
are
be
coming.
there.
Let's go.
Lake Yacht Club will be in attendance.
We
Love
got
that.
We have a connection with the owner, so
Yep.
they're setting aside some tables for us. So if you want to come watch this game with us,
Come.
come.
Heck yeah, dude. That's going to be so much fun. Well, NFL Films, normally at least kind of divisive in some way, going like, I think maybe this other team might win. It is powder blue across the board,
Powder
folks.
blue through and through.
Everybody, including Adam Rank, thinks that the Chargers are going to win.
I want to Photoshop this. Just have him pick the
Just put the
Patriots.
Yeah,
Patriots.
change it. Yeah.
because
Or just have him pick like a random ass team like the Cardinals or something like that.
he was off the mark this week.
That's what he should do next week, week 18. You just pick the team not playing.
Yeah. But I mean, and a lot of them have us winning pretty handedly. I mean, there's a few close ones, some 4-pointers, but a
mostly
lot
two
of people
scores.
have us winning by double digits. Yeah, this is, which really should be the case. And hopefully that ends up coming to fruition.
It seals the deal. We win this, we're in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs.
Done deal.
Yeah,
You don't need
it's
anyone
Week
else to
18
do
gets to be
anything.
nice and comfy.
You don't need anyone to do anything.
Then it's just like, what's
Go
seed?
in, fly home,
Yeah.
enjoy the luggage.
Yeah.
Let's
Is
go.
there even an option to go higher,
Yeah.
to get a higher seed?
Can
And
you take me higher? Yeah, let's get a Creed. Get a special report from Creed. What do you think? Can we go higher?
Special report from Scott Stapp. Scott Stapp, what do you got for us?
From Creed.
Creed.
Nice bull with the name.
Scott Stapp rules.
Well, looking at the injury report, not the ideal injury report going into this, but certainly not the worst. Questionable, J.K. Dobbins, as we mentioned earlier. They haven't necessarily officially said that they're going to activate him. Will Dissly, Hayden Hurst, and Elijah Molden. But out for the game, Gus Edwards, Trey Pipkins, and Denzel Perryman.
Sawyer, let's go, baby. Time to shine. Opportunity for a full game. Get in there.
Apparently, Gus Edwards was kind of a surprise. Apparently, he re-aggravated his ankle in the last game, and they were trying to kind of work him back in, and then he re-aggravated it again in practice. So it was
just shut him down to the playoffs.
Double
He's a
whammy.
vet. He doesn't need anything. He doesn't need reps. Just shut him down.
In there.
Yeah.
and I guess same thing for Denzel Perryman too,
Same
because we
exact
saw
thing.
him for a series in the last game, and now he's out for the next one. So they both just need to rest up, take it easy.
I think you look at our injury report though. A lot of guys had full practices Thursday. Like Will Dissly had a full.
Yeah.
He was a full participant on Thursday. JK, full participant. Cam Hart, full participant, which we should get
good to see
back off that
yeah.
concussion. Tony Jefferson, full participant.
I love the Cam Hart news. Dude.
Abonia,
Makes me
full participant. JK Scott, he was sick, but he's back, full participant.
He's back, baby.
Whatever that looks like for a punter.
kicking his ass off.
But the difference, I think, between our injury report and their injury report, they have guys that are dinged up and a little bit hurt. What's the point in pushing them?
Yeah.
I mean, we just saw CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys get shut down for the year.
Right.
Nothing's, it wasn't like I don't think it's a surgery like required injury. It's just like a
Protecting
what's
your
the
assets.
point?
Just shut 'em down.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the point? We got these guys on long-term deals. Why are we going to get them hurt in a game that doesn't mean anything?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of those questionables on the Patriots injury report, which is pretty extensive.
8, 9, 10 questionable guys. Yeah.
Yeah, like what's really the point in playing these guys? We're not going to help ourselves by winning any football games.
Yeah. 3 of them linebacker. No, 3, 4, 5 linebackers are questionable. God
Run the
almighty.
rock.
That's a lot.
Jeez.
Run the rock.
Well, looking at some quotes here, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh on playing in the cold in Foxborough weather said, these guys are young, they're healthy, their heart pumps warm blood. It pumps it from the arteries to the veins to the tributaries to the capillaries from sea to shining. No, throughout their whole body, you just play ball. Now, I might have gotten that in the wrong order. There are as well documented. I'm not a doctor.
He's so funny, dude.
They're working through something.
Dude, he got on a roll. I watched this clip. I watched this interview, this press conference. He just got on a roll and he can't stop himself.
Yeah, he can't.
When he gets rolling, he just has it all ready to go.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
Knees and toes. He was
yeah.
ready to rock.
Tributaries, capillaries.
This felt like it was something he wrote in a journal and had it ready for an opportunity. Like
Yeah, it's just like something in
too
his
good.
brain just clicked. He's like capillaries, tributaries, statutaries.
Peninsulas, lakes, ponds. Next question.
But if anyone knows how to coach in the cold, it's Jim Harbaugh. I mean, he was in Michigan for the last 10 years.
For crying
It's
out loud.
It doesn't get much colder than that in November, December.
You know what's funny is like this is going to be not one of the warmer Decembers in Foxborough, but it's pretty warm.
Yeah, it's a good warm up for
It's
whatever
like 30 to
playoff game
40
we have.
is what I'm seeing
Yeah.
now. So
know.
I in Missouri, I go outside in shorts and 32 degree weather.
Yeah, Kevin, I asked Kevin, what's the weather report for Foxborough? It's like 34-ish. I'm like, that's freezing. He's like,
That's literally
that's-
freezing.
that's 2 degrees above freezing.
It's
He's
really
like, I
cold.
wear shorts.
It's
I'm
really
like,
cold. As long as there's not like a lot of wind, it's not that bad.
I'm freezing thinking about it right now.
It's not that bad.
Well, let's see. Let's look at some other quotes here. Greg Roman on the last offensive performance said, I thought it was one of our better games and that we took a good step there. A really complete game. There were a lot of things that were done well, and it was probably our most efficient game of the year. We track all kinds of things. Something called MO, margin of error. Our best percentage of the year, he said. Credit to the players on a short week. You know, you want to peak at this time. I've actually tried it in past years to build it and do it. When it happens organically, though, that's great. And that is what's going on here.
All about the peak, baby.
Organic Mo.
Peak hard.
It's happening.
Peak at the right time. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Peekaboo, baby.
So
Let's go.
that's awesome, though, to see that her margin of error
We're here, offense.
is smaller, especially on a short week. That was the thing, man. A short week.
Yeah.
We were expecting like, oh God, and we're going up against the Broncos who have gone on a bit of a hot streak. It's like, Jesus, do we have to watch the game?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they come out with a win. So that is awesome to see the team kind of coming together and hopefully can continue that Mo into Saturday. And then on the team clinching a playoff berth, they asked some of the players, starting with Herbert here, who said it's always 1 week at a time. We've got a lot of respect for the Patriots team. They're a very good football team. We know that we're going on the road and we got to be ready for anything. As long as we're continuing to build and get better each week, that's always been the mindset.
Amen, brother.
It's a big one. Go win, man. Just win it. And
Just win it and end it. That's it. You're in.
Get your ticket.
Yeah.
That's what it really should be. Of all the weeks, this is now at the end of the season. It's like, okay, if we just win this one game, we're in the playoffs. And then based on how the chips fall, maybe we'll get rest. Maybe we need to fight for that 5 seed.
Yeah.
But just focus on what you're doing right now. Beat the Patriots, who I hate still more than more than anything. I hate the Chiefs more than anything, but and the Raiders. Yeah, I hate the Raiders too. But third on the list. I hate the Broncos too. Fourth on the list.
Coming in a close fourth.
Yeah.
Just outside of the AFC West.
Talking to Derwin James, he said it's been playoff games ever since what's been at stake a couple of weeks ago. Every game, we've been treating them like a playoff game. It's just another opportunity for us to go out and keep creating what they're trying to build out here. Let's go. Love that.
Come on, Derwin.
Yeah.
Big plays.
That's a good, team captain mindset as well. It's like, man, these are all opportunities for us to get into the playoffs, and that's how we've been treating it. So, love to hear that from a leader. Khalil Mack said, this is a playoff game, no different than the last one. By any means necessary, we've got to do everything we can to win the game.
Get up,
whatever it takes,
and just take it easy.
Yeah,
take it easy.
Take it easy.
I don't want to. That sounds very cocky. I don't want to be a cocky.
It does feel like
fan.
that.
I don't want.
And pride goeth before the fall.
Yeah, I don't feel like that.
Actually, I'm going to back it up. Let's just win by any means necessary. Yeah,
let's just win. Just win.
Shutting that down. Sorry.
Yeah.
And lastly, Rashawn Slater said, we've got to focus on what's right in front of us, and that's the Patriots game. All the outside stuff, to me, it's just outside. We've really focused on just taking care of business. This is a good opponent.
And we watched the beginning of that game last year. They came out in the first half. They played really well against the Bills. And they made the Bills look terrible. So, but
they wanted to lose.
It feels like they kind of gave it up there at the end a little bit. I don't know if it was intentional or just they don't have the Herbert conditioning, but I don't know.
Yeah. They threw a lateral pass. They got picked up for a touchdown. It's like, if you can just capitalize on mistakes, like Drake May is a rookie quarterback. Like, sure, it's not polished. He's a good quarterback. It's not like we're playing the Raiders and Aiden O'Connell. It's like he's a good quarterback, and he's kind of that stereotype of Justin Herbert. It's like, big guy, strong arm, but is he that guy? I'd love to go into Foxborough and prove that he's not there yet. Set it right that no, we're a playoff team. You're not. Mm-hmm. This is how you win football games in December.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what we should see, hopefully, this Saturday, bright and early in the morning. And we'd like you folks to see our sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. It's the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are ice cold? Make your entries in just a few taps to turn your sports opinions into real money. Like Red Zone Rush, a game you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a touchdown by swiping right for yes and left for no. It's as simple as that. Plus, your entry will be automatically boosted, and you'll get a 51% profit boost when you play. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like passing yards, interceptions, touchdowns, and much more. Underdog is the best place to play champions, so sign up today and deposit now using promo code CChat to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly.
We just did one. Unfortunately, we went higher for the Keenan Allen touchdowns.
We did the red zone thing, and
Bears aren't good. He should come back to us.
Oh no, that Thursday night football game was just another dog doo-doo.
6-3.
Yeah, that was like the Rams-Niners 3 weeks ago.
God.
You got to put the Chargers on Thursday night more because we
only play Thursday night games.
From now on,
every
Thursday.
If you're just
the Thursday night team.
Then it's not like, oh man, we have short rest. It's like, no, we're just the Thursday night game.
Yeah, you're on short rest.
Yeah, you're on short rest.
Regularly
we're
scheduled
always
programming.
That's great.
I love that.
We should do that. Yeah.
Win-win.
We should pitch that. But at the same time, I think for this Sunday, we're going to tweet out our picks for the weekend.
Okay.
So if you guys want to get on board with us and jump in on this Underdog Fantasy, sign up, get your up to $1,000 in bonus.
Yeah.
Jump on now, and we're going to tweet out before the game on 10 a.m. what we're all in on for the
you
picks
can fingers crossed with us.
Yeah, because I think we need some good Charger chat family juju to get this back on the tracks.
Yeah.
Rising tide raises all boats, gentlemen.
And then imagine how excited all of us will be together.
Yeah.
Let's all celebrate together, guys. It'll be so much fun. Come on.
Deal.
Get on Underdog Fantasy, folks. Download the app today and use code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concern with your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-878-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And after you're done signing up, you can head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. It's Friday, folks, so that means that there will be a video coming up if it's not already up now. And as usual, we need to shout out our newest Patreon members. And this week is no exception. We've got Isaac Burbank, our newest Patreon member.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac, so much for joining. We really appreciate it. And we've got a Zoom hangout also coming up after the game. So if you're in that special 10 group, not only are you getting one of these sweet-ass little patches here with our sweet-ass little mugs, you get to hang out on Zoom with us.
What's better?
Oh, who could possibly have it better than you, Isaac?
This could be a celebratory, we're in the playoffs Zoom, or we're going to hugs.
Or hugs until next week.
Probably going to be a ticket Zoom.
Yeah. Golden ticket
coming in this Saturday on the Zoom Hangout, folks. But if you don't want to go to patreon.com/ChargerChat, it's totally fine. Going over to our regular website, ChargerChat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the member section and ask questions. And Ask Wilt fams, go check out ChargerChat.com. All right, folks, he's back. He's better than ever. You know who I'm talking about. It's the Craig Experience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh.
Craig Experience.
Hello there.
Make yourself at home. We got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
Gang, what up? She got Craig. Definitely not in Texas right now. Actually in the parking lot of a Topgolf in Somewheresville, USA. But definitely wanted to come to you guys with a vid this week to discuss some of the happenings here in Chargerland. But first and foremost, where my man is, Merry Christmas to everybody. A lot of you folks are doing the exact same thing that I am right now, traveling about, visiting with family and friends. And just wanted to say again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all, and hope you're enjoying. But we're here for some Chargers talk, so let's get into it. Won't keep you very long because I'm sure you're all still either recovering or continuing the celebration. So with that being said, CC gang, your biggest of salutes, and to the rest of the boat fam, what is goody? Welcome to this newest edition, post-Christmas edition of the TCE. Let's do it. So yeah, some interesting developments. We're looking at the Chargers going into the playoff hunt in very good position, but I will say this. Currently, I believe they're sitting at the 6th seed, and right now, if the playoffs were to start today, they would be going up against, if I'm not mistaken, the Baltimore Ravens. And personally, I want no parts of that, but the shellacking that they just put on the Houston Texans on Christmas Day in Houston in front of Houston, Texas icon Beyonce. Shame on you guys for that. We can see just what type of well-oiled machine the Baltimore Ravens are looking like. And when the Chargers were playing against them, they hadn't quite hit their final form, but they're definitely getting into stride right now. So the Bolts need to be battling to get into that 5th seed if possible, because I would definitely rather see the Houston Texans, especially after what they put on display with just 2 points on Christmas Day, which is kind of embarrassing. I would almost rather be shut out than to only muster 2 points just because it's such an awkward score. But yeah, if we can avoid playing the Ravens in the first round, that'd be great. There is good news on the horizon as far as the Chargers and the roster is concerned, but we'll get to that in a bit. But granted, we're now sitting in a position that Chargers fans aren't necessarily accustomed to here in recent years. It's going into the final 2 weeks of the season with basically, controlling their own hands. They control their own destiny. If they can get into that 5th seed, great. But we're not all on the edge of our seats hoping and praying that other teams do certain things, fall by the wayside, so the Chargers just have an opportunity to get into the dance. That's pretty much all but sealed up. Get one of these next two, and it's a definite. But let's be serious here. Like, we want the Chargers to win out these next 2 games. As much as we hate the Raiders and would like to affect their draft positioning even more, I don't want a loss to the Raiders at the end of the season. If the Chargers basically lock things up and have an opportunity to sit guys in last week, it sounds great, but I think we could probably beat the Raiders without backups. What do you think? I don't know. It's just that feeling of them being able to brag about another victory, albeit one that shouldn't matter very much. But we saw how that was their Super Bowl just last season when they were playing against a backup quarterback and multiple other missing players. They'll probably find a way to brag about this one too. So let's just send them off with a smile and allow them to be just completely miserable during the offseason, not knowing what direction their team is going to go in and whether or not they'll be able to get a quarterback in the draft. So I'd rather go that route. My personal opinion. And the Raiders game further on down the line, who the Chargers match up against this week are the dreaded New England Patriots. Definitely not the team of the past, not Tom Brady led, not that franchise. That dynasty long ended some time ago. But the Chargers do have to travel out to Foxborough and play at Gillette Stadium. And last I checked on the weather, it's going to be somewhere in the high 30s to mid 40s. But then there's some sort of wintry mix to be expected. So you got some rain, some snow, so it could be ugly. It'd be really nice if the Chargers could deploy that 6'2", 240-pound sledgehammer of a running back they have. Unfortunately, recently the report came out that, yeah, it pains me to say this because it felt like a Gus Edwards game, but he's going to be out for this one. And there's just some sort of evil entity that doesn't want J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards to be in tandem for any consistent period of time. Can't figure that quite out. But speaking of J.K. Dobbins, his 21-day window was open this week, and he could very well play on this Sunday, and they'll probably need him because otherwise you're looking at a rookie in Kamani Vidal, and who else is behind Vidal? Why is the name escaping me right now? Haskins. And I don't know how you would feel about that in a game where the running game is probably going to have to be paramount because this is not toss the ball around the field weather. But Justin Herbert probably going to have to use his legs a bit more, and you're going to have to lean pretty heavily on your run game and your ability to stop the run because footing is going to be difficult. That's on both sides of the ball. Typically in a game like this, the offense has the advantage because they're the one forcing the action, and the defense has to be a bit more reactionary. So as much as this game feels like it should just be an easy shoe-in win for the Chargers, you have to take the weather into consideration, and California kids are not accustomed to playing in this type of ball. Well, California teams. So the Chargers have a little bit of a disadvantage outside of just the travel. If the weather becomes an issue, this could end up being a toss-up game, with the weather again being the end-all be-all and what happens to help to determine it. So you can draw it up every way you want. You can try to execute as best you can, but you know, weather is kind of the great equalizer. So hopefully the Chargers can hold it together and find a way to win this game and lock up that playoff berth going into the dance. But don't be surprised if the game ends up being a little bit closer than what you feel like it ought to, just again taking the weather into account. Being that we broached the passing game just a bit here, the Chargers did actually put in a waiver claim for a recently released Deontay Johnson, which is kind of surprising. But you can go back to the trade deadline, and we know that the Chargers were in contact with the Panthers for an opportunity to acquire Mr. Johnson, and didn't work out. He got traded over to the Ravens. So yeah, yet again, the Ravens were ahead of the game there. But unfortunately, he was cut from the Ravens. And then at that point, when you consider everything that happened from his time with the Steelers, didn't end great, to then the Panthers kind of having a bit of what seemed like a fire sale. You know, their season was pretty much in the tank earlier in the year. So they're shipping off assets to acquire maybe some draft picks and some other things. They didn't completely tank the team, but, you know, Johnson wasn't getting a whole lot of usage there, although in the time that he did play, he was effective. He gets to the Baltimore Ravens, and I think he refuses to go into a game. Where else did we hear that this year? 49ers defender did that. So I was under the impression that even though they wanted him at the trade deadline, John talks to Jim about this kid not wanting to play for them, and I just assumed at that point he would be completely off the table for the Chargers, but he wasn't. And unfortunately, due to the structure of the waiver ordering, which I didn't know this was a thing initially, you got the Houston Texans, who I believe are still ahead in their division, or number one in their division, which overall the division sucks. And the Chargers are currently sitting in second in the AFC West, but the Texans got waiver priority because of the win-loss percentage of opponents, where the Chargers rank directly below the Texans. So the Texans were one spot above the Chargers, which again to me feels unfair. If you're ahead in the division or leading your division, I don't understand why that puts you in position to get a higher waiver claim than a team that is further behind in their division. But NFL stuff, they're doing what they're going to do. And then you can also blame Tank Dell's teammate for obliterating his knee on a touchdown reception. Otherwise, if Dell stays healthy, they're probably not picking up Johnson, and he's ultimately a Charger. And what it also tells you is that the Chargers are not comfortable right now with their wide receiving core. Everything that's going on recently, we've seen Ladd have to battle through some injuries, but we've also seen what the passing game looks like without him. Quentin Johnston still very up and down, more so up than down this year, but a lot of his big moments where he's faltered have come on the big stage, and you've got to be able to make those plays when the lights are the brightest in clutch moments. Josh Palmer has made some really big plays, but he kind of is just the big play guy. He's not very much so a consistent receiving threat. You would think that rapport with him and Justin Herbert would have grown throughout the years, but it seems to have transitioned more so over to Ladd McConkey. So again, what it tells you is that the Chargers are not all that settled at the wide receiving position. So don't be surprised to see some more maneuvering going into the playoffs. Maybe see some guys get some opportunities here in the last 2 games that haven't been on the field a bunch. Maybe a Laviska Shenault. Don't know what's going on with Brendan Rice, although the one time we did see him get in, he didn't know his alignment on a particular play, and I feel like I haven't seen him since. So again, for everyone out there that feels like the Chargers aren't trying to find a remedy to what ails them in the passing game, clearly they see a problem as well. Don't know what this means for the rest of the season. I think Deontay Johnson would have been a pretty good add here in the stretch run. Probably would have taken him a few weeks to get acclimated, but I do believe he would have been utilized in the offense more so than he was in Baltimore. But guess we'll never know. Clearly, he wasn't meant to be. Couldn't get him at the trade deadline, and then one team ahead of you claims him after he's cut because they lost a vital piece in their passing game. Just so happens the week before he's cut. So with that being said, guys, I'm excited about this game this weekend. I think the Chargers can go up to Gillette and pull it off, although again, hopefully weather permitting, it doesn't look as bad as what the forecast is currently saying. I feel like we walk out of there with a dub, and again, not just a win, everybody stays healthy, because you never know when these weird weather games, different things happen. The footing again is very weird and strange, so you have to have the proper cleats on. And the Chargers punched their ticket in after this week, so I'm hopeful of that. I want to win out these last 2 games. It would be great to get to 11 wins. I believe I had them at a 10-win season this year, so to one-up that would be awesome. But that's it for me, folks. I won't hold you up. Continue on with your festivities. I need to get back to my family because I'm not a golf player, but I do love going to Top Golf. It's pretty fun to go out there and make a fool of myself, but you can still also win and not be very good, so that's cool too when you're playing with people that aren't as great. Although my father-in-law is an avid golfer and he's pretty good, so it makes for a good time either way. But again, until the next time, fellas, appreciate you guys. Y'all know who it is. Mr. TOP_FLYT3 if you want to follow me. Also check us out on the Lightning Round podcast, as I am a co-host over there. Feel free to tap in post game as we go live after this week's game, which is on Saturday. So again, adjust your calendars and be on the lookout. But until the next one, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy your time with the fam, and okay, love you, bye.
Well, there you go, folks. Another awesome Craig experience. Craig, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Craig.
So glad he's back.
Go enjoy that Top Golf. Dude.
Yeah, good luck at Top Golf, buddy.
Kevin enjoys looking goofy on that Top Golf mat as well. Go have fun.
All right, Uncle Adam, why don't you come down? Okay.
Take
Uncle Kai. All right.
Uncle Adam.
take the father-in-law down a peg or two. Hopefully you can get over there at Top Golf. But
and hopefully you take down your father-in-law technically, or your father, because you're playing dad this weekend.
Oh,
dude. Okay, so we got to talk about this. Adam is playing my dad in the fantasy football playoffs of our family league.
I was like, what are you talking
Adam
about?
has also maneuvered his way into our fantasy football league, and he has, I don't think he's ever beat my dad ever.
I've got my claws in there. I think I might have beat him once, but the ratio
maybe
is
in
way in his favor.
Yeah, the percentage is not good.
No.
But my dad jokingly texted all of us in our group chat that he was going to start Patrick Mahomes, and then he goes, I just couldn't, Kai. Like if Mahomes randomly went off and I beat him, I would never at the end of it, I was like, Dad, the content that you would have created for our podcast. And of course, Patrick Mahomes goes off and he has like 30 points right now on Dad's bench.
Yeah. Well, his backup was Lamar Jackson, who put up 32. So it's like, who gives a shit? Like, it doesn't matter. And in fact, Lamar Jackson put up 32 and didn't throw any to Rashad Bateman, who was one of my wide receivers. He only got 12 yards. So it's freaking insult to injury right now. But I'm still in it. It's like projected 86 to 88. So it's still going to be.
Come on, get this one.
Come on, Adam.
Come on, Uncle Adam.
Come on, Uncle Adam.
But to talk about Craig's stuff, I think those are all great points. The Deontay Johnson thing is interesting, how we weren't able to nab him, but that we were interested in getting him. I thought
was the weirdest thing.
I thought that because he didn't get along with John, he wasn't getting along with Jim, but apparently the Chargers felt like they could make something work. I don't know if it was more so about Deontay like not being at the level of wide receiver he was in the room, because they've still got, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and a bunch of tight ends that like to catch balls. So maybe he wanted to be the number one or something like that, or at least treated as such, and didn't end up getting that. And of course, when the Texans, they lose Tank Dell, and then all of a sudden here comes Deontay Johnson to save the day. So it's weird.
Does this mean the OBJ is potentially an opportunity?
Dude, an opportunity is going to be there. I mean, especially if we get in the playoffs and we still aren't very happy with the wide receiver room, or concerned if Ladd McConkey's not available, they might be making calls to OBJ.
He might go full Eric Weddle.
Yeah. He might.
Well, he was good luck. He wasn't on the team when the Rams won, but he was.
He started the Super Bowl and he got hurt in the Super Bowl.
So maybe, that could be weird.
There's always there's always a chance. But Craig, thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
We'd love to see us play the
Missed
Texans
you.
as well. Yeah, absolutely missed you. Hope you had a great Christmas, buddy, and hope you're just killing it at Top Golf right now. But there you go, folks. That's basically going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. But before we go, as we always do, we need to make some bold predictions for this Saturday game against the New England Patriots.
All right, who's up?
I think Adam's up to go first.
Yeah, Uncle Adam goes first.
Oh, shut up, Uncle Adam. Shut the
up. Let's see. I think Chargers are going to win. I think they're going to go. I think it's going to be 23-10, I'll say. And I think we will see J.K. Dobbins. Actually, I'm going to go defense. I think Khalil Mack's going to come in and put up 3 sacks.
Ooh.
Because he's been a little quiet these past few weeks. I think he's anxious to add some numbers to that sack total. So Khalil Mack, 3 sacks.
I like that. I'm going to go 24-13 Bolts. And I'm just going to say that the Chargers are going to score a defensive touchdown. I don't know what it's going to be like. Fumble, scoop and score, pick 6. I think we're going to score a touchdown on defense, 24-13.
Like it.
Like that, yeah.
I'm going to go 27-13 Chargers. And Ladidi McConkey is setting records this game, boys.
Oh, there it is.
Rain or shine.
Good
He's going to get
prediction.
over the 83 and the 3 receptions. It's done.
That's not a parlay.
It's a done.
Put another player on that prediction.
No parlay this week.
Oh, no.
Good night.
You have to. We're going to lose. You have to. The league's going to end.
J.K. Dobbins scores a touchdown.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh.
There you go.
That was a close one there,
shit.
folks. All right, there you go, folks. Bolt predictions in the books. And that's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. If you guys are in the San Diego area, you're going to see these 2 knuckleheads over at OG's. If you want to hang out and
we
have
also have to give a special shout out to our wives. With them being in the same place, we know how much they do to allow us to be on this podcast.
I didn't realize how much it took until we were all of them together at the same time. It's just like, thank you.
Now
Josie.
I see.
Yeah, this is definitely a hobby that would not be a hobby if it wasn't for our wives sucking it up and taking care of all 8 total of our kids.
Jeez.
So we could come in here
Adam
in the garage.
90% of the work.
And Uncle Adam doing most of the work.
That's right, Uncle Adam.
I will give you the Uncle Adam in this one opportunity because you do.
That's all I needed, Kyle. I just needed the one. This will at least hold me for the next 5 years.
Passive compliment.
Until tomorrow morning when one of my nephews calls me Uncle Adam, and then I'm going
to try and catch one of these on video, and I will post it on Twitter.
I'm going to kick him right in the nuts.
Yeah.
Can you imagine one of your sons being like, hey, where's that Uncle Adam guy I've heard so much about?
You're just going to see Callum go, wee!
No, one of your
Throw him
sons.
down the
What if
hill.
one of your sons, Kyle, was like, "Hey, where's that Uncle Adam guy?"
Oh,
That's fine though. That's fine. My sons, it's fine.
really?
That'd be
that
sweet.
would be bad on me.
That'd be bad on Kevin. Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be sweet if one of my kids asked for Uncle Adam.
Okay.
Don't work on training.
Well, that technically the video I sent you on Christmas.
No, I know.
Yeah, one of my sons did say "Merry Christmas, Uncle Adam," and where
Yeah.
is he? Yeah, so that's fine. I wasn't upset with that.
Everyone's
That's sweet.
concerned about where he is because they want him here. That's that's really what it boils down.
He's not
to.
here. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
He's not here. Yeah.
All right, folks, there you go. That's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
I love you. Bye.
Hey, love you. Bye.
Uncle Adam says, "K love you, bye."
Shut the up, Uncle Adam.